So hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to an academy. Welcome to Creatrix. In these sessions, we are studying the communication systems. So before actually going into the lecture, let me introduce myself. My name is Vishal Soni and I have cleared ESE examination 2 times, both times in double-digit rank from electronics and telecommunication branch. Apart from that, I have also served as Group A Gazette Officer for Indian Railways and for Indian Telecommunication Services. From the past 6 years, I have been teaching to the GATE and ESE aspirants and specifically for EE and EC students. So right now I am teaching on Unacademy and I really feel proud to teach on Unacademy because it is a revolution which has been created in the domain of free education and in the affordable education. Education has never been so much of accessible for the students who are at the remote places, who are present at some their village. So Unacademy has made this reach to everyone so that everyone can access the quality education and they can pursue their dreams. So I really feel proud to be the part of this team and I really look forward for every student to be the part of the Unacademy in some way or the other. So right now as you can see that I am the top educator of Unacademy and more than 2 million people, more than 2 million watch minutes has been there from the past 30 days if you watch here. And right now my suggestion for every student will be that there are two modes in which you can prepare for a GATE examination or for ESE examination. One mode is that if you cannot afford the education, if you want to prepare it through the YouTube, then you should be very systematic in that and you should follow this channel immediately, because on this channel we are teaching from morning to evening. Every day live classes are going there and PDFs are also being shared. So you can just come on to these YouTube channels and you can start studying your preparation. So once you do the preparation from the YouTube, remember a lot of things that you have to do on yourself. For example, the doubt solvings you have to take care of yourself. For example, the question practice you have to take care of yourself, the test series you have to take care of yourself, and the discipline. The most important part is the discipline which you have to make, and you should make a habit of attending the classes live no matter what goes on. As you attend the offline class, in the same manner you should attend these YouTube classes so that you can get the best possible output from these classes. Apart from that, the complete lecture, the complete playlist of every subject is present on the same channel. You just have to go to the playlist and you will be getting all the lectures very systematically arranged, and that will be more than sufficient for you to crack the examination. But remember this thing, that on this you have to arrange the extra possible things that I have explained earlier. Apart from that, if you want the topic wise analysis of a subject, if you want any particular topic to study, not the complete subject, then you can go on to the Unacademy special classes. Lot of educators are there and they are actually providing a lot of free content there, so you can go and access all the content which is available here. Now if you want all these things in a very organized manner, if you want all these things in the guidance of the educator who is present there, if you want the doubt solving to be very smooth, if you do not want to take the extra headache apart from the studies, you just want to focus on the studies and rest of the things should be taken care by this Unacademy, then you should come on to this one of the most affordable subscriptions, which is known as Unacademy Plus subscription. What does it offer? The Unacademy Plus subscription offers you the daily live classes on the fixed timing, which means you just have to make a habit, you just have to be very disciplined to attend the classes, and once it is live, it is very easier to be in that habit, because you will be automatically reminded every time that you will be having the live class at a particular time. So very soon you will be making a habit of attending it in and out, which is most of the times not possible in YouTube, because we take it for granted, or we think that okay, we'll do it later on. Fine. Apart from that, apart from these live classes, you will be having the weekly test, which means whatever you have studied in a week, the test will be going on that particular topic. So you do not have to worry about your cross checking, or you do not have to worry about the retention of the subject, because every week there is a test, so you are bound to study for that. Apart from that, every fourth class is a doubt solving session. So every fourth class is the doubt solving session, which means that your doubt is going to be resolved in every possible time, every time. So you just have to come on to these doubt solving sessions, post your doubt, the teacher will be telling you how to crack that particular doubt. So very important, these doubt solving sessions. Remember, if you are comfortable in English language, there are English language courses. If you are comfortable in Hindi language, there are Hindi language courses. So both batches are already present there. Apart from that, if the subject or the course is completed, you are going to get a crash course. What does crash course means? Crash course means you will be given a very quick recap of all the concepts, all the formulas in the best possible manner. Fine. Apart from that, if you are already got the good rank, then there are some rank improvement batches. So all these things are included in the single subscription, in this revolutionary subscription. All these things are included. You do not have to pay any extra penny apart from this. In this subscription, the GATE, all the subjects of the GATE will be included, the ESE subjects will be included, technical, non-technical will be included, aptitudes will be included, whatnot. Everything is included in that. if you take this plus subscription. So you do not have to take headache about anything. You just have to come onto the Unacademy platform. Rest of the things will be taken care by us. Okay, fine. Apart from that, there is also another subscription which is known as Iconic. What does Iconic means? Iconic is the superset, or you can say the better version of this plus subscription, because Iconic offers you the personal coach or the mentor who will be along with you totally with the duration of your preparation. So this personal coach will be giving you the study plans, that how to study, how to actually be comfortable in the topics in which you are not comfortable in. Apart from that, he will be also giving you the personalized test analysis, which means once you attend the test, obviously you make a lot of mistakes in a test, and every time you cannot judge or you cannot review your test. So this personal coach will be reviewing your test completely. He will be giving you every input, that in which question did you do the silly mistake, in which question are you not comfortable with the concepts. So that analytics helps you to grow in a least possible time. So what may happen once you take this Iconic subscription? If you take this Iconic subscription immediately, what happens, that your growth becomes very fast, because these analytics, study booster sessions, these preparatory study materials, these will enhance you to grab the concept in the least possible time. So as we are teachers are present on the Unacademy, so we also get the analytics every time, so that we can improve our teaching. We also get the feedback that this has to be improved, this has to be improved. In the same manner, if anyone is getting regular analytics of their job or their preparation, so obviously they will be having a boost up, and they will also grow exponentially in order to get their dreams. So this Iconic subscription is made especially for them who thinks that their background is not very good in terms of education, or their basics are not clear, or maybe you think that you are talented enough, but you need constant push, you need constant analytics, and you do not have that kind of motivation. So you can come and take this Iconic subscription. So either you come on to the plus or you come on to the Iconic. If you take Iconic, all these subscriptions, all these advantages of plus are included in that. So remember this very important point. Fine. Now, so let us start the session.
Hello friends. So in the last lecture, we studied about continuous random variables and about statistical averages of a random variable. And we learn how to calculate the mean square value and variance. So in this class, we will study about the types of the distribution of continuous random variable. Later on, we will also see the types of distribution for discrete random variables. So first of all, I'm writing the distributions which we need to study. So the first distribution is uniform distribution. So in this case, we will see what is the PDF in case of uniform distribution and what is the CDF in case of uniform distribution. Secondly, we will study Gaussian distribution. In case of Gaussian distribution also, we would see how is the PDF of this distribution and how is the CDF of this distribution. Thirdly, we will study the Rayleigh distribution. In Rayleigh distribution also, we will see what is the PDF of this distribution, and we will not see the CDF in case of Rayleigh distribution. Fourth, we will see the exponential distribution. In case of exponential distribution also, we will just see the PDF of this distribution. We are not interested in the CDF of this particular distribution. And lastly, we will see a triangular distribution. In case of triangular distribution also, we will see the PDF of triangular distribution. So the uniform distribution and Gaussian distribution is very important. These Rayleigh distribution and exponential distributions we are just learning so that the integrations can be minimized. So when we will solve some problems, then you will understand the significance of this Rayleigh distribution and exponential distribution. So no direct questions will be coming from this Rayleigh and exponential distribution, but we need to know at least the PDF of these distribution so that we can solve our integrations easily. And lastly, we will see some basics about triangular distribution. So first of all, I will start with when continuous random variable is uniformly distributed, and we just want to know the PDF of this particular distribution. So first of all, let us consider x is a continuous random variable, and when any random variable is uniformly distributed, so the symbol used something like this. This represent x is uniformly distributed between a and b. So whenever x is uniformly distributed between a and b, the PDF of x is constant between a and b. So the PDF of x will look something like this. This is your PDF fx of x. This is x, this point is a, this point is b, and it has a constant value of k between a and b. So now how to calculate the value of k? We know that area under the curve of a PDF is always unity. So this is a square from a to b or a rectangular from a to b. So this area can be calculated as, we know that this distance can be written as b minus a. So this area becomes k into b minus a equal to 1, or the value of k can be written as 1 upon b minus a. So the PDF of uniform distribution looks like a constant value between a to b, and we know that since the area of the PDF has to be 1, then this constant value has to be 1 upon b minus a. So the PDF of uniform distributed random variable you can define as it is 0 whenever x is less than a, it is 1 upon b minus a whenever it is between a to b, and again it is 0 whenever x is greater than b. So this is the PDF of this particular random variable. So now if we need to calculate the mean value of x or mu x, so since this is a continuous random variable, so we can write this formula as minus infinite to infinite x fx of x dx. Since the PDF is existing between a and b, so the limit becomes from a to b x fx of x dx. The value of fx of x between a to b comes out to be 1 upon b minus a dx. 1 upon b minus a is constant. This integration becomes x square by 2, and the limit I can write it as from a to b. So it becomes b square minus a square upon 2 times b minus a. You can write it as b minus a into b plus a by 2 into b minus a. So the mean value of the random variable x, which has uniform distribution, comes out to be a plus b by 2. Secondly, we also want to calculate the mean square value. So the mean square value becomes minus infinite to infinite x square fx of x dx. So this limit will be from a to b x square fx of x dx. Between a to b, the PDF has the value of 1 upon b minus a. So it becomes this. 1 upon b minus a, you can take it as common. It becomes x cube by 3, and limit is from a to b. So it can be written as b cube minus a cube upon 3 upon b minus a. So you can write it as b minus a b square plus a square plus ab by 3 into b minus a, or the expectation of x square can be written as a square plus b square plus ab by 3. So this gives the mean square value of random variable x. Now we also want to calculate the variance. So the variance calculation is expectation of x square minus mu square. It comes out to be a square plus b square plus ab by 3 minus mean value is a plus b by 2 whole square. So it becomes a square plus b square plus ab by 3 minus a square plus b square plus 2ab by 4. So you can solve it. It becomes 4a square plus 4b square plus 4ab minus 3a square minus 3ab minus 6ab divided by 12. So it becomes a square plus b square minus 2ab by 12, or it can be written as b minus a whole square by 12. When x is uniformly distributed between a to b, in that case we need to remember these formulas. This is 1 upon b minus a. So first formula is that mean or expectation of x comes out to be a plus b by 2. Second is mean square value comes out to be a square plus b square plus ab by 3, and variance comes out to be b minus a whole square by 12, and lastly the standard deviation sigma x comes out to be plus minus b minus a upon 2 root 3. So this is the standard deviation. Now suppose we have a random variable which is uniformly distributed between minus m to m. So in this case this distribution will become minus m to m fx of x, and the peak value will become 1 upon 2m. So in this particular case the mean will become m minus m by 2, which will become 0. The mean square value will become m square plus m square minus m square by 3, or you can write it as m square by 3. Since mean is 0, so the variance will always be equal to the mean square value, or it comes out to be m square by 3. So you need to remember, when it is uniformly distributed between minus m to m, in that particular case mean square value you can directly write it as m square by 3. So this you should remember. If any random variable is uniformly distributed between minus m to m, then its total average power or the mean square value is always equal to m square by 3. Now let us calculate the CDF of a continuous random variable which is uniformly distributed. So this is your continuous random variable and it is uniformly distributed between a and b. So the PDF of this particular distribution can be drawn something like this: between a to b, fx of x, this is x, and the peak value is 1 upon b minus a. Now we need to calculate the CDF. We know that CDF is minus infinite to x fx of x dx. So to calculate the CDF, we basically need to integrate our PDF function. So this becomes minus infinity to x fx of x dx, and in this case x is less than a. Second integration becomes minus infinity to x fx of x dx. Here x is between a and b, and the third integration becomes minus infinite to x fx of x dx whenever x is greater than b. So here you should notice that we are taking three different ranges of x. For the first range, x will lie somewhere here. for x less than a case. For the second range, the x is lying between a and b, so for the second range x will be lying somewhere here. And for third case, x will be lying greater than b, so x will be present somewhere here. So based upon these three values of x, we need to calculate this particular integration. So let me modify the integration. In first case, whenever x is less than a, so x will be lying here. Now if we will move from minus infinity to x, then we will be moving from minus infinity to this particular point, and up to this point there is no value of PDF because PDF is starting after a. So here the value of PDF becomes 0 for x less than a. Let us come to the second case. In the second case also we need to calculate the integration from minus infinity to x. So we will travel from minus infinity to x. Now x is at this particular point or the second point, so we will travel from minus infinity to x. So when you will travel from minus infinity to x, you can see that the PDF is non-zero only from a to x. So you can write here that a to x, and between a to x the value of PDF is 1 upon b minus a dx. This happens when x is between a and b. Now in case of third, here also we need to move from minus infinity to x, but here x is greater than b, so x will be present somewhere here. Here also we will move from minus infinity to this point, and when you will move from minus infinity to the third point, in this case you can see that when you are moving from minus infinity to this third point, then the integration limit becomes from a to b, because when you are moving from minus infinity to this particular point, in this particular point only between a and b PDF will exist, and after b onwards PDF will be 0, and on the leftwards of a also PDF will be 0. So you can write it here, a to b 1 upon b minus a dx for x greater than b. So the CDF becomes 0 for x less than a. It becomes x minus a upon b minus a when it is a to b, and it becomes 1 whenever x is greater than b. So if I need to draw the PDF, then the PDF is something like this: between a to b, uniformly distributed random variable has uniform PDF. So this is the PDF, and if I need to draw the CDF, then for x less than a, the CDF is 0. Between a to b, it is a straight line, and the slope of the straight line is 1 upon b minus a. Exactly at x equal to b, it is having the value of 1, and after that it is containing the value of 1. So this becomes the CDF of x, which is uniformly distributed between a and b. So the method of the calculation of CDF, you should notice that you should always calculate CDF for the different ranges of x. Then you need to travel from minus infinity to x, as we have shown it here. Now alternatively, if the PDF is given as 0, for x less than a, 1 upon b minus a when x is between a to b, and 0 for x greater than b. So you can directly also write CDF from here. You just need to integrate all these values. So here the integration of this 0 becomes 0 for x less than a. Whenever you are moving from a to b, then you can write this is a to b and this is your PDF 1 upon b minus a. So you can break the integration of minus infinity to a fx of x dx plus a to x fx of x dx when x is between a to b. So in the second case, I am assuming that our x is lying between a and b. So this is your second case, and in this case x is present here. Now in the third case, x is greater than b, so x will be present somewhere here. So in this case also the integration can be broken minus infinity to a fx of x dx plus a to b fx of x dx plus b to x fx of x dx when x is greater than b. So now from here also you will get the same calculations. First is 0 anyway. In the second integration, from minus infinity to a, the value of PDF is 0, so this integration as a whole becomes 0, and this integration a to x has value of PDF as 1 upon b minus a, so this integration becomes a to x 1 upon b minus a dx when x is lying between a and b. And in the third case, from minus infinity to a, this PDF is 0, so this integration as a whole becomes 0. From a to b, the value of the PDF is 1 upon b minus a, and after b onwards the value of the PDF is 0 again. So this integration can be written as a to b 1 upon b minus a dx whenever x is greater than b. So upon solving you will again get the same value 0 for x less than a, x minus a upon b minus a whenever x is between a to b, and 1 whenever x is greater than b. So these two are the different calculations for the CDF. Now the next very important distribution is Gaussian distribution. In this distribution we are assuming that the continuous random variable has Gaussian distribution. So sometimes it is also called as continuous random variable has normal distribution, and the normal distribution or the Gaussian distribution is completely defined by its mean and variance. So suppose x is a Gaussian random variable, so it is written as n mu x comma sigma x square. It represents that x is having normal distribution or Gaussian distribution with mean mu x and variance sigma x square. So whenever x is having Gaussian distribution, or normal distribution, so x is also sometimes called as Gaussian random variable. So now the PDF of the Gaussian random variable, PDF of the Gaussian random variable is fx of x equal to 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x minus mu x whole square upon 2 sigma x square, and here x is varying from minus infinite to plus infinite, and mu x represents expectation of x, while sigma x square represents expectation of x square minus expectation of x whole square. So it represents mean of the random variable and it represents the variance of the random variable. So first of all, we know that if the PDF of Gaussian random variable x is known, that is fx of x is equal to 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x minus mu x square upon 2 sigma x square, then area under the curve of the PDF should always be unity. So minus infinity to infinity, area under the curve of the PDF should always be 1, or I can write this integration here as 1 upon 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x minus mu x whole square upon 2 sigma x square dx should always be 1, and this integration is very important. We will use this integration directly to calculate some complex integrations. The result of this integration is important, that whenever you will see the integration of something this kind, the value of this will be always 1, or you can write that minus infinite to infinite e to the power minus x minus mu x whole square upon 2 sigma whole square is always equal to under root of 2 pi sigma x square. So this result you should always remember. Now let me draw the graph of the Gaussian PDF. This is the Gaussian PDF, and the graph will be, this is the bell shape. So the graph of the Gaussian PDF is having bell shape. We know that exactly at the mean the value of the PDF is maximum, and this maximum value comes out to be 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma x square. You can calculate it from here. When you will put x is equal to mu x, this becomes e to the power 0, and fx of x becomes 1 upon 2 pi sigma x square e to the power 0, and e to the power 0 becomes 1. So the peak value or the maximum value of the Gaussian PDF becomes 1 upon 2 pi under root sigma x square. Now we know that total area under the curve is unity, but the mean divides the PDF into 2 equal halves, so this integration becomes 0.5, and this particular area A2 will also become 0.5. So from integration wise you can say that the integration from mu x to infinity fx of x dx, or integration from mu x to infinity 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x minus mu x square upon 2 sigma x square dx is always going to be 1 by 2. So this integration is also important. Sometimes it is written as minus infinity to mu x fx of x dx is 1 by 2, or it can be written as 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x minus mu x whole square upon 2 sigma x square dx comes out to be 1 by 2. So these two integrations are also very important. You should remember these two integrations. So finally, let me compile all the integrations once again. So first of all, the very important integration is minus infinite to infinite 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x minus mu x square upon 2 sigma x square dx is always 1. We will use the result of integration to solve few complex integrations. Second result is mu x to infinity 1 upon 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x minus mu x whole square upon 2 sigma x square dx is same as minus infinity to mu x 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x minus mu x whole square upon 2 sigma x square dx, and it is always equal to 1 by 2. Third important integration is that expectation of x. So the expectation of x can be written as x fx of x minus infinite to infinite. So you can write it as minus infinity to infinity x upon 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x minus mu x whole square upon 2 sigma x square dx, and this will always be equal to mu x. So this complex integration will always result in mu x. Fourth, expectation of x square. So the expectation of x square can be written as minus infinite to infinite x square fx of x dx. It can be written as minus infinite to infinite x square upon 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x minus mu x whole square upon 2 sigma x square dx, and it will always be equal to sigma x square plus mu x square. So these are few important integrations which you should remember. This complex integration, if we can observe, then the value of this complex integration is simply sigma x square plus mu x square. So when we will be solving the problems, we will be using these results very frequently. Now till now we have studied about the PDF of the Gaussian distribution. Now let us try to be more and more specific. So first of all, the general PDF when x was Gaussian random variable was 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x minus mu x whole square upon 2 sigma x square. So in this case, mean was mu x and variance was 2 sigma x square. So I'm trying to be more specific, and I'm putting this mu of x is equal to 0. So whenever we will put mu of x is equal to 0, so the resulting PDF is known as zero mean Gaussian distribution, or it can be written as 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x square upon 2 sigma x square. Here this represents PDF of zero mean Gaussian random variable. So in this particular case, if x is your Gaussian random variable, then the mean of that Gaussian random variable is always going to be 0. Also you can notice here that if I calculate fx of minus x, then also I will be getting the same expression of e to the power minus x square upon 2 sigma x square, or you can say that in this particular case the PDF is having an even nature, because this fx of minus x is always equal to fx of small x. So the nature of this particular PDF is always even. Now, so let me draw the graph of the PDF of zero mean Gaussian random variable x. So the PDF of zero mean Gaussian random variable will always have even nature, and it is having bell shape. So here the mean value is 0, the PDF is 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma square e power minus x square upon 2 sigma square. Now if I put x equal to 0 in it, it becomes 1 upon 2 pi sigma x square, and we know that it is nothing but the mean. So the value at mean is always maximum, and in this case also this maximum value is 1 upon 2 pi under root sigma x square. We know that mean divides the PDF into two equal halves, so the area of this part will be 0.5 and the area of this particular part will also be 0.5. So in this case you can say that for zero mean Gaussian random variable, first point you can say that the net area will always be 1, or you can write that minus infinite to infinite 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x square upon 2 sigma x square dx is always going to be 1. But the integration from 0 to infinite fx of x dx is same as integration from minus infinity to 0 fx of dx, and both the integrations will have value as 1 by 2. Let us try to compile all the results. So first of all, when x is zero mean Gaussian random variable, in that particular case the PDF is 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x square upon 2 sigma x square. Now the first integration that we need to remember is that area under the curve of a PDF is always equal to 1, and it represents this particular integration minus infinity to infinity e to the power minus x square upon 2 sigma x square dx is going to be 1. So here you can notice that the function inside the integration is even in nature, so you can write it as 2 times 0 to infinity 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x square upon 2 sigma x square dx, or the same expression can be written as 2 times minus infinity to 0 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x square upon 2 sigma x square dx equal to 1. So this comes down to 0 to infinity 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x square upon 2 sigma x square dx equal to minus infinity to 0 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x square upon 2 sigma x square dx is 0.5. And what is 0 here? This 0 is nothing but the mean of the given random variable. So we already know that whenever we need to calculate the area under the curve from mean to infinity or from minus infinity to mean, it is always going to be 0.5 or 1 by 2. Third important integration is expectation of x, so it is minus infinity to infinity x fx of x dx. Here PDF is 0 mean, so it becomes x into 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x square upon 2 sigma x square dx. So here you can notice that this function is even in nature, this function is odd in nature, and whenever odd and even functions are multiplied, so as a whole they become odd function, and area under the curve of a odd function is always 0. So we have already stated that this is a 0 mean Gaussian random variable, and we can calculate here also that the mean is coming as 0. Fourth, the expectation of x square will always be similar to variance, and the formula of this becomes x square fx of x dx. So you can write it as minus infinite to infinite x square upon 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x square upon 2 sigma x square dx. So you can see that this particular expression is also even, this is also even in nature. So whenever an even function is multiplied with even function, then overall function remains even. So you can write it as 2 times 0 to infinity x square upon 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x square upon 2 sigma x square dx. So in this manner you can calculate the mean square value or the variance. So the value of this particular integration becomes sigma x square or expectation of x square. So in this manner you should be able to analyze the given function and able to calculate the given integration. So when we will solve the problems, we will use all the results which we are using here. Let us discuss about zero mean and unit variance Gaussian distribution. So suppose x is your continuous random variable and it is having zero mean, unit variance Gaussian distribution. So you can denote it like this, that it is having a normal distribution but its mean is 0 and variance is 1, where 0 represents the mean and 1 represents the variance. So in this particular case we need to put the value of mu x as 0 and the value of sigma x square as 1. We know that the general Gaussian PDF is 1 upon under root 2 pi sigma x square e power minus x minus mu x whole square upon 2 sigma x square. So we will put mu x equal to 0 and sigma x square equal to 1. So the PDF becomes 1 upon under root 2 pi e to the power minus x square by 2. So whenever x is having normal distribution and mean of 0 and variance of 1, in that particular case the PDF becomes 1 upon under root 2 pi e to the power minus x square by 2, and where x is lying between minus infinity to plus infinity. So if I need to draw the PDF of this Gaussian distribution, the PDF becomes something like this. Here also the mean value will be 0, and if I will put x is equal to 0 here, the maximum value that I will be getting as 1 upon under root 2 pi. So the maximum value becomes 1 upon under root 2 pi, and this is the maximum value of the PDF. We know that mean divides the given PDF into two equal halves. So the area of this half will be 0.5 and area on this section will become 0.5. So you can write that total area under the curve of the PDF is always unity. So the first integration you can obtain as minus infinite to infinite 1 upon under root 2 pi e power minus x square by 2 dx is always going to be 1. Similarly, the second integration you can write that area from 0 to infinity 1 upon under root 2 pi e to the power minus x square by 2 dx, this is going to be 1 by 2, and this is same as area from minus infinity to 0 of 1 upon under root 2 pi e power minus x square by 2 dx. So these are few basic calculations which you should do. Similarly, you can write the expectation of x. The expectation of x in this particular case becomes minus infinite to infinite x f(x) of x dx. So it becomes minus infinity to infinity x upon under root 2 pi e power minus x square by 2 dx. Same logic you can apply here also. This function is odd, this function as a whole is even. So whenever you multiply odd with even, you always get odd function, and area under the curve of a odd function is always equal to 0. This we already know that this is a zero mean Gaussian random variable. Similarly, if you need to ask to calculate the mean square value, since mean is 0, so it will always be equal to the variance, and the value of variance is 1. So you have to calculate minus infinity to infinity x square f(x) of x dx, or you can write minus infinity to infinity x square upon under root 2 pi e power minus x square by 2 dx, and the value of this integration will also be equal to 1. Now, since the whole function is even, so sometimes it can also be written as 0 to infinity x square upon under root 2 pi e power minus x square by 2 dx is equal to 1. So you can calculate all these values in this particular manner. Or it can be also written as 2 times minus infinity to 0 x square upon under root 2 pi e power minus x square by 2 dx. This should be equal to 1. So you should basically learn the approach how to write the various terms, expectation of x, expectation of x square, how to calculate the area, what is the significance of mean. So you should be knowing these very basic conditions. Now let us discuss a very important function which is known as Q function. So first of all, let me define the Q function. Q of a x is defined as x to infinity 1 upon under root 2 pi e power minus z square by 2 dz, where z represents a dummy variable. Here z represents the dummy variable. Now this is your Q function. So what does Q function basically represents? If you look closely, the function which is written inside, it is representing a zero mean, unit variance, Gaussian PDF. So it is representing zero mean, unit variance, Gaussian PDF. So the Q function basically represents the area under the curve of a zero mean, unit variance, Gaussian PDF from x to infinity. So this area can be calculated by Q function. So let us see some properties of the Q function. So the first property, this is your Q function, x to infinity 1 upon under root 2 pi e power minus z square by 2 dz. So first of all I would like to calculate the value of q at infinity. So it becomes infinity to infinity 1 upon under root 2 pi e power minus z square by 2 dz, and whenever the integration's limit becomes same, then the value always becomes 0. Second property, value of q at minus infinity. So it becomes minus infinite to infinite 1 upon under root 2 pi e power minus z square by 2 dz. We know that it represents the Gaussian PDF, and the area under the curve of the Gaussian PDF is always unity, so you can write it as 1. So if you assume this as your Gaussian PDF having 0 mean and unit variance, then the area under the curve of this particular PDF is represented by this, and this will always be 1. So you can write that q of infinity plus q of minus infinity as 1, and also you can notice that the value at q at minus infinity is 1 and q at infinity is 0, which means as x increases, the function q of x decreases as a whole, because whenever the value of x is minus infinity, the value is 1, and when the value of x is increased from minus infinity to plus infinity, the value of q of x decreases from 1 to 0. Now we know that q of x is x to infinity 1 upon under root 2 pi e power minus z square by 2 dz. Now if I need to calculate q of minus x, so it becomes minus x to infinity 1 upon under root 2 pi e power minus z square by 2 dz. So here I am assuming that let z is equal to minus p. So this dz will become minus dp, and here whenever value of z is infinite, value of p is minus infinite, and whenever value of z is minus x, value of p is x. So I am transforming this integration. First of all, this is your q of minus x, and here I am transforming. So whenever the value of z is minus x, the value of p becomes plus x, and whenever the value of z is infinity, the value of p becomes minus infinity. It remains 1 upon under root 2 pi. Z is replaced by minus p, so it remains minus p square by 2, and dz becomes minus dp. So this minus sign can be adjusted with the limit of the integration, so it can be written as minus infinity to x 1 upon under root 2 pi e power minus p square by 2 dp. So you can also write it as q of minus x as minus infinity to x 1 upon under root 2 pi e power minus p square by 2 dp. So here p is the dummy variable, you can again replace it by z. So it becomes 1 upon under root 2 pi e power minus z square by 2 dz. So here I am replacing p by z because both are dummy variables. Now this is your equation 1 and this is your equation 2. So let me add these two equations. Q of x comes out to be 1 upon under root 2 pi e power minus z square by 2 dz. Similarly, q of minus x comes out to be 1 upon under root 2 pi minus infinite to x e power minus z square by 2 dz. So I will add these two expressions, q of minus x plus q of x. So it becomes 1 upon under root 2 pi minus infinity to x e power minus z square by 2 dz plus 1 upon under root 2 pi x to infinity e power minus z square by 2 dz. So if I will add these two integrations, so it is having integration from minus infinite to x, it is from x to infinite, so I can combine these two integrations and it becomes minus infinity to infinity e power minus z square by 2 dz, or you can write it like this: minus infinity to infinity e power minus z square by 2 upon under root 2 pi dz. And we know that the expression which is written here represents a Gaussian random variable which is having Gaussian random variable which is having distribution of Gaussian type and having mean 0 and variance as 1. So if the PDF is written something like this: 1 upon under root 2 pi e power minus z square by 2 dz, in that particular case the area under the curve becomes 1, and this property becomes very important, that q of x plus q of minus x is always equal to 1. So from here you can also calculate the value of q of 0. If I put x equal to 0, so it becomes q0 plus q0 equal to 1, or the value of q0 comes out to be 0.5. The value of q0 alternatively you can also calculate from this definition of x to infinity 1 upon under root 2 pi e power minus z square by 2 dz. So if I put value of x as 0, so it becomes 0 to infinity 1 upon under root 2 pi e power minus z square by 2 dz, or it is representing the area under the curve of a PDF from mean to infinity. So the area under the curve from mean to infinity is always equal to 1 by 2, because the function which is written here is representing a Gaussian random variable which is having normal distribution with mean 0 and variance 1. So this is all about the Q function. So thank you.
So hope you enjoyed the lecture and you understood all the things which I have taught. So if you have any doubt, you can leave it on the comment section. I'll be surely replying all the comments which is there. Now let us try to understand what are the subscription and what are the prices that by using which we can come on to the Unacademy. So there is Plus subscription. So this complete information is about the Plus subscription. So if you want to come on to the Unacademy Plus, there are 3 best subscriptions which is available for you. This subscription is costing you 12 months, which is costing you around 27,225, but you just have to pay 74 rupees per day, which is very much less than the cost that you spend on your daily expenses. So if you can spend only 74 rupees per day, you will be getting a very quality subscription. Apart from that, if you come for the 18-month subscription, this will cost you around 62 rupees per day, as low as 60 rupees per day. And for the 24-month subscription, this is costing you 54 rupees per day. So this much of subscriptions will give you a very quality guidance. What will you get in this? You will get the GATE complete subject, you will get the ESE complete subject, you will get the ESE non-technical subject, you will get the aptitude, you will get the GS part. Anything extra which is included in the syllabus, that will also be given you free of cost. You will be giving the test series, you will be getting live classes and recorded classes till the time you are having the subscription. Apart from that, you will be also having the doubt solving sessions. Apart from doubt solving sessions, you will be also having extra doubt solving sessions which is not the part of the course. So there are also extra doubt solving sessions, which means this particular subscription, if you can spend 54 rupees per day, then you can avail all these subscriptions throughout the period of the 2 year without any interruption. You just need an internet connection, a laptop, and you can sit in your town, in your village, in your maybe city, and just start accessing the courses. And only hard work is needed from your end, only systematic work is needed from your end. Rest of the things will be taken care by the Unacademy. So if you can spend as much as low 62 rupees, 54 rupees, or the 74 rupees per day, then you can take this subscription and you can start accessing these courses in a very systematic manner. And one of the methods in one of the possible methods which has never been done before. So you can take the subscription, any of these possible subscriptions. Apart from that, whenever you take the subscription, the most important part of taking the subscription is that you should use this particular code. So you have to write my name Vishal and attach GATE to it. Otherwise you can write my name and attach ESE to it. So whatever exam you are preparing, so either you would have been preparing for ESE or GATE, you just have to write my name and attach GATE or ESE to it. Fine. So what this subscription will offer you, this particular code will give you 10% immediately discount. So 10% discount will be given to you. Apart from that, you will be unlocking all the features of the Unacademy, and once you use this particular code, you come directly under the guidance of the teacher which is present on the Unacademy. So all the teachers will be guiding you, whatever maybe the teacher, he will be guiding you once you use this particular code, and you will also be under my supervision while preparing for the examination. So that will also boost your confidence, and that in that way you will be having a better confidence to attempt the examination. Fine. So every time you use this particular code, you actually also support my team to get you the more content, to get you the better content, and apart from that, we also get motivated when someone uses our code. So a lot of students have used this particular code. You can also use this code and get the benefit of the Unacademy which is present there only for you. Fine. Now this information is about the Iconic. So if you come on to the Iconic subscription, if you want to take the advantages of the personal coach, if you want to take the analytics of your preparation so that you can grow very fast, in that particular case you should come on to the Unacademy Plus by using this code. So this particular Iconic 12-month subscription will cost you 40,500, and this subscription will cost you 54,000 for 24 months. So obviously this is a game changer. This is one of the most revolutionary subscription which has ever been done in this particular domain. So if you come for this, you have to pay a little bit extra, but that also ensures the speedy growth of your preparation. That also ensures that you will be getting your success in a least possible time, provided you give your effort in the best possible manner. Fine. Now, even if you take the Iconic, do not forget to use this code. Write my name Vishal GATE. So everyone just have to remember this code. Either you take the subscription or anyone else take the subscription, you just have to propagate this code. If you like my teaching, if you think that we are working day and night, so at least this much you can do, that you can tell others that this type of code exists, and this will give them the benefit at least, so that they can be benefited at the end of the day. Fine. Now these are my Telegram channels. This is my Telegram channel which you should join. So you should take the screenshot of this page. This is my Telegram group where you can join and you can comment also. In this channel you cannot comment, but there you can comment. And this is my Unacademy profile. So kindly take the screenshot of this particular page and start following me everywhere which is present there. Now these are some YouTube videos which I have made for you. So you can also take the screenshot of this thing. And these videos I have made specifically for you guys on this YouTube channel only. Fine. So you can start following all this. So I have taken one of the best possible videos. You can just go and watch these videos. You will be getting benefited in the best possible manner. Now, okay, very important information, that this is the URL. So you just have to copy this URL to your browser, whether you are using Chrome, Safari, whatever. Just copy this URL in your browser. You will be taken to a page where all the special classes of are conducted by me are arranged in a very systematic manner. So you can attend all the special classes in a very systematic manner. Apart from that, this is also one of the revolutionary URL. This URL will also give you the access to all the YouTube lectures arranged in a very systematic manner with PDFs. Okay, so this is something which also has not been done before. So if you write it bit.ly, remember this GATE Live is in capital letters. So you just have to paste it in your URL, so that you will be redirected to a page where all the YouTube lectures which is present on this channel are arranged systematically with their PDFs. So this also has to be taken screenshot. Apart from that, everyone has to join this GATE aspirant group. These are some YouTube channels which every one of you should follow. This Electrical Junction, because there are a lot of common subjects are also there uploaded. This Engineering Pathshala, and this Unacademy GATE question, where previous year questions are being uploaded, and this is the main channel on which you are right now studying. So all these channels has to be subscribed without fail by everyone, and you should also share all these channels, that everyone has to subscribe all the channels. So this is it in this session. Let us meet in the next session, and let us start making a habit that we should attend all the classes, and we should be having a very disciplined, and let's crack it.